friends, it's Lorianne. I hope my sound is better today. I'm trying to figure out the microphone. It's all new stuff for me. But I wanted to do a little show and tell about my tarot bags. For several years now, I've been making tarot bags. I started with me just making them for my own decks for myself because I don't like to keep my decks in boxes, in the boxes that they come from. And so I wanted to make a nice little home for them. So I would make bags, sometimes more simple, sometimes more complex, but kind of inspired by the deck itself. And I have basically the ones that I have here with me because I've made others that I have sold, and I just wanted to give you like a little walkthrough through my tarot bag collection, and tell you a little bit about it, I suppose. So like I said, some are very simple. This one is quite old, and I guess in a hurry. I just wanted that bag to be done. I wasn't really thinking very much about the design or anything. This is my Dreaming Way tarot that I modified. And yeah, the bag is not a very nice one, I guess. I probably should work on it in the future. And then another simple, but I like this one. It's very cute. It's made to measure. This one's got a little, like a flower rose, little bow, and it's simple, but I like it. Here I have my Tarot of the Master that I modified. That's why it's so thin, because the deck has been modified. So I love this deck so much. It's so pretty. And it's very thin, so maybe the bag is a little bit on the tight side, but it fits. The deck fits. I'm happy. This is these two are made with a silk. I don't know the specifics of the fabric, of the name of the fabric, but it's definitely silk. This is silk too. Let's see another one. This one is got like charms. I like to put crystals and charms. Let me just show it to you. Because it's crushed velvet, it reflects light a lot, so it looks very bright right now in the camera, but in real life you can see the colors easier. This one has my animal, what's the name? Animal Wisdom Tarot. It's a very, very cute tarot deck. I'm looking for the name of the publisher. Seiko Books, I think. Anyway, it's all about animals. It's my favorite card, the High Priestess. The cat. Very sweet deck with animal pictures, which are all upside down right now. Let me just... Okay, yeah, you can see they're very, very, very cute. And so I made a rather simple bag for it, a little heart and a fairy. And let's see another one. This one, kind of simple as well. This is like the Ouroboros, the snake eating its own tail with some gold thread stars, and it's got this very like dark purple fabric. And this one has my Sorcerer's Tarot, which I like very much. I tried to do a kind of gold edging, but it's just mostly yellow now. There's not a lot of gold. Anyway, this is my Sorcerer's Tarot. It's the second edition that doesn't have names, but you know, it's still Scarabeo. Wow, it's so white. You can't really see it. Wait, there. So it's got that's a major arcana. Sorry about the knocking on my microphone. Let's see this one. Cups. It's got the symbol and the number. Oh, it's so hard to show you. Anyway, it's second edition and it looks like that. And because it's like, you know, the snake here with the wizard, so that's what inspired me to make that design for it, like with the gold inside. Okay, this one's a bit more elaborate. I put more love into it. It's got a fairy and mother of pearl and flowers. This is holding my Victorian Fairy Tarot, which is now out of print. It's a very cute deck, and I love the artwork by, what's his name? I know his last name is Gary Lippincott, I believe. He's a very talented artist. He draws in the style of like Victorian era, like Arthur Rackham and old Victorian illustrations. So you get that from this deck. It's so pretty. So pretty. And well, I had so much love for it that I put more love into into the bag that holds it. And this one is another out of print. This one is holding, well, let me just show you the bag first. It's a bit more simple, with leaves and some crystals and a little dragonfly charm. And there's two fabrics. There's the purple one and there's this like transparent one on top, and just kind of played with it. And this is my Heart of Fairy Oracle. That's by Brian Froud and Wendy Froud, and this one's out of print as well. I love Brian Froud's artwork. It's very intense, very beautiful. So okay, start putting these in here. Yeah, I keep them you know, in a beautiful kind of bucket thing for the time being. This one of the first that I made, this is also, I think, no, this is not silk. I'm not honestly sure what kind of fabric this is. This design is more like with satin and heart and a little owl made of glass, pressed glass, checked glass, and a little flower. And this one has my Fairies Oracle from Brian Froud as well, which is still in print. And it's a very popular deck, very well known, very old school for fairy lovers like myself. And there it is. And let's go with this one. This, I believe, there's some wax stains on it. Yeah, you know, you light candles and you leave stuff around, and this is bound to happen. So this is, I'm not sure if this is silk, might be a thick sort of silk, and it's like, I wanted to make it like a bonfire in the woods, and there's these glass beads with crystals, and then up here is a little moon charm. this little like two, I'm not sure what you call it. This one has a Wild Wisdom of Fairies, I think is called. It's an oracle deck that I trimmed. Just honestly, I had no issues with the way it looked before with the borders, but it was so big, like I could barely shuffle the cards, so I trimmed it just for that. And I edged it in brown, and it's a beautiful deck. I think it's still available as well. So, you know, I wanted to have that sort of night camp in the woods kind of feel to it, so that's why I made it with like a bonfire in the woods and stuff. Next, this one, another, I think, kind of simple bag with blue crushed velvet and just a simple design of a chalice or a grail with a half moon and flower. This one has crystal, I believe it's called crystal tarot, which is super sweet and cute. Oh, I'm trying. It reflects a lot the glossiness, but it's so adorable. Like, if you can, the light. If you can see that, the cards are so dreamy. I wish you could see how beautiful. They have crystals, like images of real crystals, and well, the minor arcana is just the suit sort of lying in the deck. Like, there's no actual like people doing stuff in the minors. It's only the major arcana that have people and situations, the moon, and it's just so sweet and beautiful. I love this deck. And I was inspired by the cups here. Let me see if I can find the Ace of Cups. It's like one of my favorite cards. I really love the way they did the cups. They're so beautiful. There it is. I don't know if you can see. It's got like a lotus and power shells or abalone shells. Well, it's so beautiful. So that's what inspired this, basically. Moving on. One of my more recent bags. This one is kind of elaborate as well. It's got, I put a lot of love into this. This is silk fabric, and there's this design with a fairy and mother of pearl and silk flowers and stars, and there's even crystals here and little green drops here and flowers. Anyway, I put a lot of love into this because it holds my favorite deck, which is Joie de Vivre from Paulina Cassidy, and I love this deck so much. It's my favorite. So I had to make a very special bag for it. And this one is a bit older. It's got an owl and some crystals here in the bottom, and it's velvet. And I forgot what's in here. Oh yeah, Shadowscapes actually is my second favorite tarot deck, which I trimmed and edged in purple. So that's what it looks like. I had not trimmed it when I made my deck modification video, so now you can see it what it looks like when it's trimmed. I maintained the title, so all this stuff is there. The reason I cut off the borders was because it was so used. I've had it for like 10 years, so the edges were really shabby, really bad shape, and I just wanted it to look fresh and new, so it worked really good. And yeah, it's the owl design. Moving on, this one, a bit elaborate, it's a bit older. It's got some crystal and a flower, this beautiful fabric that glows in like gold. I don't know if you can see it very well. And in here I have my crystal visions that I trimmed and edged in Bordeaux, which I showed you on my previous video. Of deck notification. And those are the bags that I have now. This one I've made recently, and a lot of love has gone into this one. I'm making bags. Right now I'm not making any bags for myself, but I'm making bags to sell. I have made other ones too that obviously I don't have here, so I can show them to you, but they're more elaborate designs. They're kind of more like this type, where I really put a lot of work into them. And this one has, like, it's a bee, and there's mother pearl and silk and satin, and like there's multiple layers. There's a pink lace over the satin. And this one, like I said, this one's for sale. At this moment that I'm making this video, it's available. I'm gonna link below where you can get it if you're interested. Obviously there's only one, and I'm thinking of making some more. It depends on how much free time I have to make them. Usually I like to go around in fabric stores and stuff, and like if I see something that I really find very beautiful and interesting, I'll buy a little bit of fabric of this, a little bit of fabric from that, and it's just like have a little collection of different beautiful fabrics. And because tarot bags don't really require a lot of material, so I can just use those special bits from my collection to create these bags. I love tarot, and I love tarot bags. This one has, I forgot to show this, like this little charms. This one's a rose. I like to put little charms too on the strings. So I thank you for sharing this little moment with me showing you my tarot bags. And something that I love to do. It makes me happy. It's very relaxing, and I just love to look at them and have my like special collection of decks in these cute bags that I made myself. So thank you so much for sharing this moment with me, and have a great time. Have a great day, or have a great night, wherever it is the time where you're at right now. Bye bye.